BMB.
Man, I'm bad.
Do you guys love it or what?
They know we the best athletes on the football field. We are blessed with the hand of God. BMB. BMB. We do this for the money.
Won't stop till I get me a bag.
I'ma name him Timothy Johnson III. Oh, that belly give us a little extra cushion. Scabini. BMB's for life. Yeah! Ride the pony, baby! Drinks on me, club on me. We be tired, but we be ballin'.
Man, I'm bad.
All right, so earlier in the show, Marcus was big man balling. Big man versus little bug, and you know what? The big man won. Oh, he got him.
Yeah, you know it.
That bug didn't stand a chance.
You know it, damn it.
He came back for more. It could have been his relative.
Listen, man.
I don't know if that one's still working.
I can't ask my dudes to be special, and I'm not special when I'm on stage. All right, let's turn up. Boogie, pass me the mic so I can go now.
Come on now, go. You already
All right.
took it.
Okay, here's BMB, guys. The guys did a phenomenal job this week because I called them out. First, we're going to go to Pittsburgh. They had 5 turnovers. The big fella was a part of all of them, damn near all of them. And I don't care what anybody say, even the interceptions, he was a part of them. Cam Hayward, he asked for more money this season. He got more money, and this is why he got more money. The play is phenomenal. First of all, we get a chance to tackle our offensive lineman and sack the quarterback at the same time. Now, I don't know what Cam was thinking. Probably just get somebody on the ground. 71 like, hell no, I ain't never supposed to get tackled. But that's what happened to you when a BMB is around you. You get tackled. Secondly, we block kicks. We decided to do something different. We wanted to impact special teams in a major way. So my dog, Will McDonald. RC gonna talk about, well, he ain't really that big. Yeah, he is. He on the line. I don't want to hear it. Shut up. He returned it for a touchdown to put the New York Jets up. We saw Aaron Glenn strolling. This is a LMB, a Lil MB. This is usually Mina's segment, but I love it, AG, my former teammate. And last but not least, the round mound, the rebound. No, not Charles Barkley. I'm talking about Jordan Davis, because you got to block it and get the rebound, and that's what he did. And he scooped and scored. They say he got up to 18 miles an hour. I'm going to hit JD up later. I bet it was 20. They just be hating on us because we picked. He got in the end zone, though. The BMB showed up and made plays. And the score was 33-26 instead of 26-27. And that's what I love about this more than anything, is that we starting to add to the pot. We getting in the end zone. The BMBs heard the call. Hootie hoo! And they answered the call. That's just what we do. That's why I got my shirt jacket on, because I want to show y'all I'm a true BMB with a round mound of rebounds.
It looks beautiful, Swagoo. Hey, what are you supposed to answer when somebody says hootie hoo?
That's the song. That's the response. That's the response.
Okay. That was incredible. By the way, we're getting closer to kickoff here. Monday Night Football between the Lions and the Ravens. Tonight I'll be on the Lions sideline, and in speaking to Jared Goff this week, he talked a lot about the improvements that he felt they made in week 1 to week 2 with the offense, specifically with Johnny Morton, who they call Johnny Mo, as the offensive coordinator. But he did talk about week 1 and some of the communication issues that they had in that game on the road. Of course, this another road test. They know it's going to be loud and crazy in here. He said a lot of it's on him. Goff said he needs to be clearer with his direction and communication in the huddle, making sure that every single person understands what is said. And some of that comes from the offensive coordinator, but he said, look, a lot of it has to be on me. Now, it's worth remembering that they do have some inexperience on this O-line with Frank Ragnow retiring. They've got Graham Glasgow in there at center, but he doesn't have a lot of experience, only really a year under his belt. And then the rookie right guard, Tate Ratledge, is new as well. They see a ton of potential in Ratledge, but still, there's a lot to be thought of when it comes to how they make sure all of those guys are on the same page. Jared Goff, though, feeling extremely confident. He also pointed out Amon-Ra St. Brown as being who he called the best player in the NFL. He said you could make that argument about St. Brown based on how he blocks, how he can catch anything, and his presence on this offense. Look for them to do as much as they can with St. Brown tonight, even though, of course, we know the Ravens are going to try to stop all of that. All right, let's talk about this game and what you guys see when you look at it. RC, give us something to watch for tonight.
I mean, the first thing I'm trying to see is who the Detroit Lions are in 2025. I don't believe them to be a team that was as bad as we saw week 1, and I also don't expect them to put up 52 every time they come out to play. But where does this team fall in the middle with Kelvin Shepard and Johnny Mo, as you mentioned, as the defensive and offensive coordinators? What I saw last week was a team that wasn't scared to be themselves. We saw condensed formations, 11 personnel, 12 personnel, play action pass, quarterback under center, and we saw a defense that got after the quarterback eventually. Can they do the same thing tonight?
I think defensively, we have a good sense of who they are. There's some changes on the back end, but for the most part, a lot of man coverage. They're going to blitz, which historically has been a good plan against Lamar in terms of limiting him as a rusher, right? Versus the 4-man rush, where he's always able to find those lanes. The problem is Lamar as a passer is unbelievable against the blitz, and that's why I'm looking at the matchup between Zay Flowers and Terrion Arnold. Arnold has had his ups and downs this year in coverage. Flowers has been unbelievable. He's so good against man coverage. He is so often Lamar's answer in those situations. That matchup, to me, could determine this game on offense.
Yeah, especially if they're going to play action and have the chance for protection. I think tonight's game displays two of the best young safeties in football, realistically two of the best safeties in football. And just from an offensive vantage point, what offense handles those safeties better? They have these unique skills where I don't love throwing the ball to Brian Branch direction nowadays because of the sticky coverage, because of the way he could take the football away and create turnovers. And then with Kyle Hamilton, if you're the Lions, where's Kyle Hamilton? Because sometimes
where is he is big.
Where is he? And then is he pressuring? Is he dropping down from coverage? Is he driving on a football? I just have such high respect for those two players and the way that they can impact offenses. I think whatever offense handles that superstar better, long way to success.
I'm going to piggyback off of RC's point, which was great, and I'm going to reference a Detroit superstar. And will the real Lions offense please stand up? Because what we saw last week was amazing, and yet it could have also been the emotion of Ben Johnson being in the building. And we've been building for this all offseason. Okay, turn it around. Can you do it again? Fascinated to see. Earlier today I said it looked like the Ben Johnson offense. I was corrected by sources in Detroit. It's the Dan Campbell offense, not the Ben Johnson offense. Let's see what we see tonight.
Yeah, Jared Goff said about 80% is still the same, 20% is different. All right, I'm on the call, so no pick for me tonight, but we're going to pop the game picks up on the screen.
Bless,
and
guys.
Listen, I wish I could be making a pick here just simply because we're going to have to say,
I hate this.
You don't like
look at you guys. You're all on the Ravens. Everybody at home, screenshot
Switch
it. We deserve
I'm going Detroit.
Can you switch it?
It's too late. Switch it.
We can't switch it.
At least we're giving Joe and Troy a great game tonight. America with their
I mean, I think it's
By the way,
scoring.
we are 7-4 on unanimous picks this year, so maybe the curse is slowly being broken.
Everybody
I don't know.
has the score pretty high, though.
Yeah, it should be an offensive back and forth.
That means
I
we
don't like
studied.
that.
All right. Well, either way, John Harbaugh's arriving. Look at that. There's our own Sean McDonough, one of his close friends, one of the best play-by-play voices on ESPN. Enjoy the coverage tonight of Monday Night Football. Was last night. Dan, is that game plan that we saw sustainable?
No. What did they figure out? That Patrick could be Houdini on third down? I mean, first and second down, they were bad. They were averaging about 3 yards per play. I think they ran 52 snaps on first down for 190 yards. And then it was like, hey, Patrick, on third down, go be special. And he was. I mean, for an offense that had about 300 yards of offense, Patrick, in the course of like 4 plays on third down, accounted for 130 of it in 2 touchdowns. And so we can sit here and all we want and think of, well, great, they won and it covers up all. No, it's not. You can, as great as he is, you can't bank on him making those just jaw-dropping, ridiculous plays. I'll remain adamant. I do not believe that this offense is playoff good enough until you get some schematic changes involved.
The Kansas City Chiefs aren't good enough to win in the playoffs, even if you get schematic changes right now. I just don't believe they have the people. And I am one of the folks that believe that Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback now. And he to do everything. I'm about to ask him to do more. Tyquan Thornton has been an absolute godsend for this wide receiving core. And let's go back to game 1 against the Chargers, the double move. Patrick Mahomes misses him. We have a post corner against Philadelphia. Patrick Mahomes misses him. Here he underthrows him, the post and the Debo, when they can pull the safety out and cover 4. And now you're going to miss him again on the post corner. Tyquan Thornton is showing you that he can be one of those players that, along with Rashee Rice when he's back, along with Xavier Worthy when he's back, you will have 3 people at the wide receiver position that can make plays. And this team is still not good enough for Patrick Mahomes to miss. And so I know he's making incredible plays. He's going above and beyond. I'm asking him to do the little things. When your feet are set and when you have an opportunity, make the throw. Because if you do, it puts his team in a better spot, and they need him to do everything. This is what happens when all of your stars are very good for a very long time and they age out. Chris Jones not the same. Travis not the same. Patrick is at the right spot. He has to shine.
But real quick, it illustrates how perfect he has to be right now. And that's an impossible way to play.
Constantly winning on third down. There was one early down sequence that caught my eye. 2 plays that I want to highlight here. They get Brashard Smith, rookie running back on the field. And I want to start here. Watch the sweep. Dan, where is Patrick Mahomes?
Underneath the center.
He is under center, and they get some blockers out. He runs to the the strong side part of
Next
me.
play.
Next play. Where's Patrick Mahomes?
Underneath the center.
Love it,
Look
Nina.
how
This is
everybody
the nice
follows.
counter.
They run the sweep in the opposite direction. They flip the formation. They flip the strength. The entire defense follows Brashard Smith. Why don't they do this more often? I watched these 2 plays, and I'm thinking, wait, misdirection under center? The defense doesn't know where you're going in the run game?
I don't know the why. I mean, they've done it for a long time out of the gun. But I just think they're hurting their football team so much living in the gun in the short pass game.
A reminder that the Chiefs have these Ravens next week, so that's a tough task. Now, Peter, on the other side of things, there were chants for Jackson Dart in the game. We heard the report from Adam Schefter earlier in our show that the Giants have left the door open to make a quarterback change. What should they do?
Yeah, if this was definitely going to be Russell Wilson, Brian Daboll would have started his press conference today and said, no, Russ is still our guy. We're playing the Chargers on Sunday, and we're going to keep Jackson in the game plan. Truth of the matter is, when Jackson Dart came in the building last night and came into the game, it was electric. When Russell Wilson was in there, you heard the boo birds. How can the ownership withstand that from pressuring the coach and the general manager to make a change? I'd also add this. For all the talk we made about production meetings and what was shared in production meetings last week, I thought Chris Collinsworth let a very enlightening point out within the broadcast when he said, people within the Giants organization are oohing and eyeing over Jackson Dart and what he does in practice, and how as he was scout team Mahomes, he was making all the throws that Mahomes make. You don't talk that way about your rookie quarterback if there's no plan to actually see him. The schedule's brutal. We know that. There's never going to be a good time. I would not be shocked if he is under center Sunday against the Chargers.
Another thing Chris Collinsworth said, which I love what you just said, Peter, was that it's not going to go away.
Yeah.
He said everybody at every level loves Jackson Dart, and he's right. It won't go away until he plays.
Credit to Jackson Dart for sure. We'll see if we see him this coming week. Adam Schefter back with some top stories. And Adam, let's stay in this game. Some bad news for the Giants. Fill us in there.
Tyrone Tracy suffered a dislocated shoulder last night. He's going to miss some time now. We've seen how long a dislocated shoulder has sidelined Xavier Worthy from the Kansas City Chiefs offense. Now, Tyrone Tracy Jr. went down last night with a dislocated shoulder. That led to more playing time for Cam Skattebo, and there would be probably more playing time for Cam Skattebo moving forward from this point on, with Tracy having the dislocated shoulder. Najee Harris suffered an Achilles injury yesterday.